Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Waste Nights. And the game will take a little longer as I expected, because, well, as a surprise actually, Guy Pearson managed to reach the 10 fame points first, but now this kind of target person was placed here at the red tomb, and afterward the area was nuked. So therefore it's not possible to explore this place right now. So we might imagine she's sitting there somewhere in a bunker or something. So we gotta wait at least one turn before we can get there and pick her up. So the game will not enter. Well, it will take at least 3 more turns. And we're now in turn 9. And the tasks were marked, and that means that Geoffrey Goldrush, he now loses his personal task, Burn Baby Burn. He wasn't able to fulfill it, so that really sucks, and we'll see another task instead. So our new task is Reconnaissance. Old Cerberus constructs are patrolling the wasteland with alarming meticulousness. Something is guiding them. We must learn what and how to fight it. Explore Koshuko's redoubt, which is here. We gotta do a repair test, a hard one there, and then explore Cerberus Tower, which is nearby, right here. You accomplish this task. Then place the reboot marker active side up on the Cerberus Tower hex. And you get the Redray gear card and 2 fame points. So, and now I'm gonna do the preparation step, and we'll see during the wasteland step. So first is Hugh Jackal. And, well, there's that problem. There are 2 personal tasks now. The one here, the treasure map, which needs a survival test, and there he's very good. And this one here, which needs a repair test, where he sucks. The problem with the one that needs the survival check is that after this first part of the task, you got to go to Cerberus Towers. But then again, this reconnaissance, the other task, says explore Cerberus Tower and place a reboot marker active side up on the Cerberus Tower hex. So that means if this reboot marker is placed there, you cannot explore it for 2 rounds. And he's now first player, but that means also that in the next turn he'll be last player. So if now someone picks up this task and then solves it in the next turn, he will be actually blocking the Cerberus Tower location for him. So then this task would expire, and yeah, that it was all there's no payoff then. But on the other hand, there are not many other options here, so I think he will hope that simply the other task will not be fulfilled, and he's gonna move here. It costs him his last fuel, and the waster is only allowed to draw a single card when he enters this area here. Now that is a killer kiwi, and okay, so basically killing that would give him one additional fame and a yellow card. The problem against that is it has normally 3 dice, but because it's adjacent to Cerberus Towers and it's this kind of robot thing, it comes with 2 additional dice because of this ability here. So it's always long range, which is also kind of a problem. The sniper rifle is not in his hand right now, so I guess it might be a better idea to try to run away from this guy. He got 3 against medicine. So right now, yeah, we're gonna play this card right here, and then we gotta do this check, and I'm gonna try to run away because I don't think I can win there. And I didn't make it. No success here, because there is a star. That means I lose now 2 life points. That's really painful. But okay, at least I make it to gangrene, and there I think I can heal. Okay. Okay, the ninja is the urban samurai is in a similar situation. Pretty bad, pretty good in survival, pretty bad in repair. So he's also gonna try to go for the treasure map. Maybe he's lucky, and this guy will not accomplish the survival task. So he's now gonna move down here, and that costs him a fuel, and then moves here, and the waster can draw 2 cards there, and that's it. No more cards can be drawn, and we see the dreadnought and this one here. So this is a special symbol here. I don't know what that exactly is, humans or a gang or whatever. Anyway, it's this one here. The first knight to defeat any enemy of that type can solve this task. So that's now her chance. And so this is a ferocious enemy. These, I don't know, NHR, not sure, ENINHR. This is a ferocious enemy. So this dominance rule doesn't apply here. In addition, it only works in close combat. Does a lot of extra damage. Your attacks checks suffer -2 dice. Wow. Now that really sucks. I'm not sure if I really want to do that. I'm really not sure. You can do a medicine check. I only have a medicine of 1, but I got the chili suit, so I could re-roll the die here. So here's the problem. I think in general I have a good chance to kill this guy with a single hit from my axe, from the fire axe. I only need a 5 to hit. I get an additional hit because of this melee weapon, and I can use, for example, die already. So it shouldn't be such a big deal. But the problem is that he can attack first, and I only have that lousy junk protector, and I don't have a card which kind of helps me, something less hard as a rock or something. So that is a pretty big deal. Still, you know, it's really tempting. I mean, how much damage could he possibly do? With 3 dice, well, if he rolls only 1 success, it would be still 3 successes. Plus an additional, I guess. The question is, will this guy attack with his gun or with the blades? Because if he attacks with the blades, it's not going to be easy for him to kill me entirely. You know what? I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the attack. I'm going to fight that guy. And we're both going to do an attack, obviously, because I mean, I could also... No, it makes the most sense if both of us attack. The only question is he going to do for the first attack, or will he do the attack with the melee weapon? And I'm going to roll here. I think both have really good reasons. Both make sense. So 1 to 5 would be the short range gun, and the other one would be his melee weapon. Okay, so he uses his melee weapon. That means we can attack simultaneously. And I'm going to start. I'm going to play die already. That gives me 2 additional points. Yeah. 2 additional hits if I hit. And yeah, okay. Then I got 2 less dice because of his special ability. So I got 2 dice. These, and well, let's see, I can roll 2 dice, and I need a 5, so it should be possible, I guess. And it was. And by the way, just a minute. I see, we're not... Damn, I was wrong here. That was, for some reason I thought we were in close range right away, but that's not true. We are still in medium range. So we got to think this through again. Damn it, that was stupid. Okay, let's see. That makes things even harder now. Shit. Oh man. I don't know if I really want to risk that. Well, thinking that I'm in medium range, it seems really tough to do this, you know. Okay, I'm still gonna try it. It's might be a stupid idea, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So let's see. I'm gonna start with a change range action. Okay. So now let's see what he wants to do. He could either change range, but he can be pretty sure that that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to do that. He could attack, or he could prepare. So let's say on a 1 to 7 he attacks, on an 8 to 10 he prepares. Okay, he prepares actually. I'm not sure if I'm very happy about that, but that's what happened. So now we are actually in close range. Fine. Now let's check again if he uses his gun, which would be 1 to 5. This time he uses the gun. That gives him the first shot, because the initiative is first the gun, then the melee weapon. So that kind of sucks. He's got the preparation. That gives him 2 additional damage. A 10 would count as a 9. Oh my goodness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play faster. So he loses at least his 2 additional dice here. But I'm afraid this is not so great for me anyway. So he's now rolling with 3 dice. A 5 is a hit, and if he rolls a 9 or a 10, I'm dead right away. Oh shit, yeah, that's it, that's a 10. So that means he does 2 hits from the dice and 2 additional hits. That brings him to... Ah shit, I should have discarded that one. But now it's a little too late. Yeah, bad luck. 2 additional hits. That brings him to 4 hits. My junk protector only holds 1 hit, so I lose all my life points. And I'm dead. Yeah. Yep. Well, bad luck. So, yeah. Badly wounded. I'm cowed, unconscious, lying there. And, yeah, shit. Now it's the trader. So what does he want to go? What does he want to do? Well, he's pretty good in repairing, so he could actually try to do this reconnaissance thing. He's right there. So, you know, he's now moving this way here. 1. It's kind of 3. Let me see. How much fuel does he have? Well, it's okay. Yeah, okay. So he can actually move. Oh, it would be better to move this way. So he moves like this. 2, 4. I wonder. He's got the off-road. So he needs to spend 2 fuel, no matter if he goes like this or like that, which is the better way to go. Guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 fuel, and you can see I want to move here to meet this guy. But before I can interact with him, the waster can draw 2 cards. Okay, now this is Cerberus C3D2. Okay. That's a pretty tough guy. And the roadblock, well, that's not very impressive. He's very good in talking. Maybe this one will be played. But maybe something better shows up. I don't know really. It's hard to tell. It really is. It's got one armor piercing. I don't know. I think I want to wait a little. I'm not playing yet. Now he can interact with the samurai, and he's going to revive the samurai, which gives the trader then 1 fame, and that's pretty good. Now they could trade if they would want to, and I wonder, the samurai is now at 2 health again. Maybe the samurai would be interested in a medi shot. That's definitely not a bad idea. In return, oh no, maybe some ammo for the Kalash? I don't know. Hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Yeah, maybe that's what we do. I mean, a medi shot is a pretty cool thing, but with my combat armor, I'm actually doing very well, I guess. So I think we're gonna trade here. I'm gonna give. On the other hand, I mean, we're combatants, but then again, the samurai is pretty far behind. So we're gonna do that trade. I'm gonna give him the medi shot. And in return, I get this yellow card, which is a little better, the boomerang. So I can trade with this card later, maybe in some city or something. So overall, I think I made a better deal here. Fine. So then we're going to move on into that space, and nothing happens here. We move into this space, and now actually the waster can draw his last card. Well, that guy sucks pretty badly. So I think we're gonna see now Saburo C3D2. Really bad creature. And I'm not sure if I want to fight here. I could. I'm in a real good shape, you know, with my combat armor. Okay, I mean, this guy has an armor piercing, but only 1. Can roll 4 dice. I think I want to fight this. My Kalash is a good weapon, so I guess we're going to fight here. Okay, I'm going to use my Kalash, and I'm going to do a multi-attack right away. I can do this in medium range perfectly. And now this guy, let's say on a 1 to 6, he does an attack. 7-8, he prepares. 9-10, he changes range. Okay, so he does a standard attack, and this is gonna happen simultaneously, but while I'm rolling now first, I gotta pay 2 ammo. I'm gonna play the sweet spot. Your attack ignores all your opponent's shields. Yeah, that's basically it. And now I got, well, for my gun I got 2 and 2 additional because of the multi-attack, so that brings me then to 4 dice. That's not exactly fantastic, but let's see. That was okay, actually. It's only a single success here, only this 0, but hey, that's a 0, you know, that's a 10, that's what we want. So in the end, that means now we will actually do the success, additional success because of that, and finally a third success because of this additional damage of the Kalash. So this thing is down to 3 hits right now, and we see an attack from him. That's also 4 dice. Now, well, let's find out what happens. Well, that was also pretty good. So we got a success and an additional success because we have a 10 here. So that's 2 hits. But that's it, you know, I mean 2 hits. And the combat armor can actually absorb 3 hits. So absolutely no effect here. This is pretty amazing. Okay, second turn of the combat. Okay, so my problem is now I'm out of cards. So not out of cards, but out of cards that are really helpful. So I'm not sure what to do right now. If I use my Kalash, I could try it, of course. I could try another multi-attack, for example. And well, I would need, I think I would need at least 2 hits. Yeah, that would be good, you know, if I roll a 10. I wonder if I should prepare instead. Maybe that's even a better idea. I think I might actually prepare instead. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna prepare. I think that gives me an advantage here. I only have to do 1 more hit, but he's got that 2 armor. So I have to do an attack with 3 hits. That's not easy. I mean, this thing does an additional wound, but still, I definitely have to roll 1/10 if I want to win that. And I could use a multi-attack. That's obviously an option. So I can roll 4 dice and hope for a 10. But I could also do the prepare action and then spend only 1 ammo and, well, shit. Roll 2 dice and hope for a 9 or 10. No, not 2 dice. I will gain 2 additional dice. So I could hope for a, yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's cool. So let's find out what he does now. Okay, I mean, we have seen that attacking is a pretty risky thing. Or not risky, it doesn't really help. So we might either see a prepare action or maybe a change range action. So he gets out of range of the Kalash, or maybe a defend action. I think all things make sense. An attack is probably less likely. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say a 1 to 4 is prepare. I'm not sure. No, let's say 1 to 5 is prepare. and maybe 6 to 7 would be defend. Change range is 8 and 9, and a 10 is an attack. Yeah, I guess that's how we do it. Okay, so he prepares, and yeah, I guess that makes sense, because then he gains some additional dice and he might be able to do more damage than with a standard attack. So we both prepare, and obviously now in the last turn we're gonna see some attacks. I mean, I'm not sure if I will attack with this guy, even though I played prepare. But now that he also had this prepare action, it's kind of likely that I might die. So let's say on a 1 to 6 I attack, and on a 7 to 10 I'm going to defend. Okay, I'm going to defend. I think in the end that makes more sense, because I don't want to give the other guy the point and the red card. So instead of attacking, I'm actually going to defend myself. Oh, wait a second, that's bullshit. Sorry, but I forgot about this. I forgot about this kind of, what's it called? Dominance thing. So he would lose this thing by dominance if I do a defend action now. Therefore, I'm going to do an attack action. Maybe I can do at least some damage. This guy is not ferocious, so that's why he can do this. This is why the dominance rules apply against him. I completely forgot about that. So we're going to see the attack now. And yeah, I'm going to start here. I'm going to let the other guy start. Makes it more interesting. So he has now 2 additional dice. So that brings him to 6 dice. And wow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play hard as a rock. Before opponent's attack check, during this clash you gain 2 additional armor, so it's really going to be hard for him. And yeah, that wasn't great. That was a pretty bad roll for him. Basically, it's only a normal hit, and that's it. That's all that happens. No 10, nothing additional, just a normal hit. No danger for the trader at all. Now let's see what I can do. I got 4 dice. And I need to do 2 damage. So I need at least 1, 9, or 10 to kill this guy. And I got that. There we go. This is our 9. So we have the success. Well, actually, it wasn't really necessary. Oh, yes, it is. Wait a second. I'm not sure. So, wait a minute. We have a success. We have an additional success because of this is 2. And we have an additional success because of the kalash. So that's 3 hits. And yeah, exactly. Because this guy has 2 armor, we do 1 damage. And that is enough to kill him. So that was pretty cool, I guess. That gives me now but of course I lose another ammo. So that gives me now 1 fame and a red card. Really good. So the marker is placed now here. And I'll gain another card. Adrenal. Discard before being KO'd. You immediately heal 3 lives and continue playing. That's a pretty cool card. Not sure if I need it. I'm gonna place it in my car right now. Yeah. Okay. And then I can finally move on right here. And I made it to my destination. It was a pretty successful turn until now. So, and then it's the judge, Guy Pearson. Yeah, if you're last, you always have problems to gain any tasks. Gangrene with a survival check, or the reconnaissance check, which is a repair check. Yeah, that looks better. So I think I'm gonna try to do a repair check here to, I'm gonna move to well, I got the piece of cake though. I'm not sure. I mean, how's the other guy in Gangrene? Basically, Gangrene seems like a more interesting place to be. And I could attack this sucker, by the way. I think I want to do that. He's down at 1 life point. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna go there, try to attack him, and then, that's a good idea. So I'm moving right here to Gangrene. And we got, I need 3 points to get there, 3 movement points. So I'm going to pay 1 fuel. And the waster can only draw a single card here. Okay, now these are the Lords of the Waste. After combat, if you lose, your car is wrecked. Return its card to the vehicle pool. Now that is cool because this is also a card of this specific type. So if we can kill these guys, oh, I could have used my binoculars, by the way, but it's too late for that now. If we can kill these guys, yeah, we would fulfill that mission. So I'm gonna do an attack. Obviously, I'm gonna attack them. I'm in a good shape, I guess. With my auto shotgun, yeah, I'm quite confident I can kill these guys. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is either an attack or a preparation action. I'm gonna prepare. Now let's see what the other guy does. On a 1 to 7, we see an attack. Otherwise, it's a preparation. Okay, so it's an attack here. And yeah. Here's 3 dice. And by the way, this thing goes up because of the attack here. So right now he's dominant. See 3 dice and oh fuck, that's not good. So this is a hit. It's an additional hit because of the 10. 2 hits. My vest absorbs 2 hits, but then again he has this armor piercing thing right here. So that means I lose a life point. Okay, I mean it couldn't have been worse. It could have been worse, but it wasn't the best start. Okay, now let's see. I'm obviously going to do an attack after my preparing action. What is he going to do? Hard to tell. Well, he might prepare or do an attack. I think that's what we're going to see. So, again, 1 to 7, we see another attack. And yes, that's exactly what's happening. A normal attack here. So, it's done simultaneously. And by the way, because he did a wound, his dominance grows to 2. These two dominance things even each other out. So let's say he starts again with his roll. That's a 9, so that's a standard hit. And that's not good enough. It's 1 hit. My vest can compensate 2 hits. We have 1 armor piercing, but that doesn't do any damage right now. So now it's me, and I got now 2 additional dice. And 9s and 10s will count as 10s. And I got these focus man things twice. So I got a good chance now to really do some damage here. That's great. That's a very good roll. So that means now we do 1 damage for the success. 2 additional damages because of the 9 and 10, and an additional damage because of the auto shotgun. So that's 4 damage. Wow. Now that really sucks. And for him, so he's at -4. And that also means that the dominance 1, 2, 3, 4 moves now to my side. Okay, what is he gonna do? Well, on the last turn, and by the way, I gotta pay some ammo here. I think I'm going to do a standard attack. That might not be enough to kill him. I could also do a multi-attack, but then I would lose 2 ammo, and I don't want to do that. A standard attack might not be enough to kill him, but on the other side, it's going to be enough to... It's probably going to be enough to win this with a dominance action, simply because I don't think that he can do 2 damage to me in 1 turn. I mean, it would be possible, obviously, but I could still use my focus, my reroll ability. Hard to say, very hard to say. I mean, using the multi-attack is a sure thing. But, you know, I'm still thinking about attacking this guy. And I can't do that. With only 1 ammo left. That's not a great idea. So, I think I'm going to do a standard attack here. And the other guy could either defend, but then he would lose right away, so he won't. He also does an attack. So, let's see. I can start here. I got 3 dice. Let's see what we get. That sucked. That's not even a hit. And now is the question, do we want to play a card, Focus Man, or not? How likely is it? Well, I mean, this thing actually would help us to... Yeah, I want to play Focus Man. It's pretty important to win that battle. So, let's see. Oh boy, that sucked. Now I cannot do this again, I think. You must accept new dice results. So, yeah, that was pretty unlucky. Let's hope that the other guy is not too successful with his roll. So we can roll also 3 dice now, and we'll see what happens. Okay, that's not too bad. That's only a single hit. And yeah, because of my vest, he does no damage. So therefore, I win this battle simply because of my dominance. Okay, that means as a reward, I will gain a yellow card, which is nice, but not amazing. At least something. That's a Geiger counter. Your survival checks and attack checks gain an additional die if your hex has or the radioactive symbol. So I guess I'm simply going to place that here in my backpack. And then I will actually gain this reward here, Mean Bastards. I completed another task. So that gives me 2 points plus another point because of my special ability. So now I'm actually really moving away from these guys. So I'm at 13 now. And I gain a red card as a reward for this. So let's see what we get here. This is our last red card. Wow, that's a rocket launcher. Holy moly. So this is now one of these things that you can only use once. Holy shit. That's pretty awesome, actually. Not sure. I think I don't want to use that right now. But then again, you know, if I do a hit with a rocket launcher against this guy, and he's definitely dead. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to take the rocket launcher now in my hand. And this card goes away. Okay, the next common task is the speed record. You deem you have the fastest ride this side of the Great Down Under? Bones of hundreds of similar daredevils dry in the desert. Show me you've got a pair or stop wasting my time. This task will be accomplished by the first night to spend at least 15 movement points during one move step while moving through at least 6 different hexes. As a reward, you gain a muscle car, gear card, and 2 fame. Okay. So, and now you actually can move in here. And he's now searching for this guy. So he has to do a survival check. He's got 2 dice there, and let's see if he finds him. And he does. It's a survival check against a 7. These are the search checks, always the same. So yeah, he found them, and now he wants to do an attack. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. So, we are in medium range. This guy has a military bow. I got a rocket launcher. Man, if you imagine that, this is so crazy. Just insane. Okay, so, not sure what to do here. The problem is, this guy is at his health is at 1. So that means he suffers 2, he can use 2 less die. Or he has to lose 2 less dice during this combat. And that is obviously a pretty big problem. What he can do though is, he can throw away the morphics. Discard at any time. Until the end of this round, you ignore up to 4 less die in all your checks and rolls. Now this is kind of tempting. I could use that. Still, I'm not sure if it makes a lot of sense, you know. I might die anyway, and then this thing is simply gone. So therefore, I don't know if it really makes a lot of sense to do that. Probably not. I mean, this guy is so much stronger. I don't want to give that away. But what can I do instead? Well, we got this one here, the mini bomber. Maybe it is not such a bad idea. Your opponent loses 1. Yeah, you know, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use this thing. Maybe with the mini bomber, I actually have a chance to do quite some damage here. So I'm going to use the Morphix. It's discarded, so I can use now my full dice value. And then, yeah, first of all, he loses 1 health point, and that means he has now also 1 less die. I didn't remember that mini bomber, so that's a mistake he made, and yeah, these things happen during the gaming. So he's now also down at 2 dice and at 2 life points. So that's now kind of a problem here. Can only roll 2 dice. He's got that thing here, the X1 camouflage. After your opponent's attack check, you can reroll 1 of his attack dice. So all this isn't looking too great, actually. I got the Focus Man, but hey, this is all not... I might have made a mistake trying to attack this guy. Well, now it's a little late, and I don't think that I have the time to prepare. Oh man, this is really tough. Oh man, I really think it was a pretty bad idea to do this attack. Okay, let's do it anyway. So I'm gonna attack. They're both gonna do an attack. It's their only chance. If they start now preparing and things like that, it might be too late. Probably everybody has only 1 single shot. So let's see. Guy Piercing starts. He's allowed to use 2 dice because of that. He can use his Focus Man card, but you know, that's not that great. Let's see. Okay, that's awesome. That's exactly the result he needed. Simply because they are both a hit. So now this guy can reroll 1 of the enemy's attack dice. And that doesn't make any sense now. So he did a hit, and because it's the rocket launcher, it is also... we have a massive attack here, a massive hit. We did 4 wounds. So that brings us here, and yeah, this guy is obviously dead, but he can still do his shot, you know. I mean, he can use 3 dice for the guns. And, well, let's see what happens. That's a problem. Now, these are 9. This is a 9. So that means it's an additional hit. So that's 2 hits. And another hit here because of that special thing. And an armor piercing. Wow, that sucks, man. That's painful because that's exactly enough to also kill guy piercing. At least I think so. Yeah, it's the additional hit. So these would be 3 hits. 2 are absorbed by the armor, but then 1 is armor piercing, so only 1 is absorbed by the armor, so that's 2 hits left. So he's also KO'd. Both are KO'd. But these were only 2 hits. So honestly, I'm not sure what happens now. I gotta check who has won that. That was obviously all a pretty bad idea. This is a draw, and nobody has an advantage here. So yeah, kind of sucked. Because the others obviously have now the advantage. Why is... Ah, she was revived, exactly. Okay, well. Okay, then we come to the exploration phase, and the only one who can actually explore is him. So he's now at Kashuko's Redoubt. And what he can do there is he has to do a talk test first. He's got 4 dice. And he needs a 7 to do it. It shouldn't be too hard. And he made it. We got a 10 up here. And then he can explore this area, and he's got to do a repair 9 test. Well, he's good in repairing, but to make things even easier, he does that piece of cake thing. So it's an automatic success, and that gives him the card. Yeah, okay, and then he can actually do something else here. He could spend a card, and maybe that's what he wants to do. Yeah, refill ammo and fuel. That sounds like a good idea to me. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give away a green card. I got enough of them, so I'm gonna give away this one. And now I can actually heal and fully recover my, refill my ammo. And also my tank. So there we go. Very good. Yeah, that's the end of the turn. And I'm gonna load it up. It's not the end yet, actually. These guys can regain consciousness. I'm gonna do that. Just a moment. Okay, so now it's actually the end of the turn, and these 2 guys have regained consciousness, but they are in trouble. This guy here is out of fuel and out of ammo. So, basically he will lose another turn. I mean, if you're out of fuel... Okay, he might actually... He could explore here that... Yeah, maybe that's an option. He can explore gangrene, so he is already there. He doesn't have to move to try to fulfill this task. So maybe it's not that terribly bad. But the problem is now that he's the last one who has the option to do this. So, yeah, it's kind of unlikely that he can do it. This guy is also out of ammo. Yeah, so that also sucks. But at least he could use his fire axe. We'll see about all that. Yeah. Okay, so hope to see you in the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.